Welcome to Gamer Ability, everybody. I'm your host, Sixpenny, and I'm back with another PGA Tour 2K21 video. PGA Tour 2K21 released a huge revamp of the swing mechanics in the game to completely change the meta of the game. The red fast meta is now completely changed. You are penalized greatly for this. So their tweet says, "We have been listening to community feedback and have decided to implement some adjustments to club swinging to improve gameplay and authenticity." So this is, let me tell you, it is a huge change to the game, and I'm a perfect player besides when I'm driving, but now you're gonna see, I'm gonna show some gameplay, and you're gonna see on the actual range how big of a change this truly is. People have been asking for this change ever since the game came out. So let me show you here on the range. If I hit a very fast, y'all remember how it used to be, but watch what happens when I hit a very fast. You get the duck hook that you would want. That's what you would expect. A 201 drive, that's what people have been asking for. I am so happy they made this change, because in real life, if I hit a very fast, that's what's going to happen. So let's hit less of a fast here. That was like a gray, slight red fast, and you're rewarded for it. So if the closer you are to perfect, you have a less of a penalty. But as you get out of that window, you get the duck hook, which is what we would want. That's what we would expect. So 250, 240, way to the left. So you can still, I can still hit an overpowered, so like a slight red fast. So power, slight red fast. So that was too much. Look at that. Before, that was my typical drive right there. Now that drive is going 250, which is great. I am so happy about this change. This is a huge change, but look at this. I'm slight fast. Gray fast are much less penalized. Look at that. Look at that distance on that gray fast. And now let's change to a different club. So let me show you the very fast on iron. So let's go to a 5-iron. Let's hit a very fast. Look at this. Gamers, look at this. 143. Completely changed the distance. That was supposed to carry 170, and it carried 143. Now let's do a slight. Let me try to do a slight fast for you here. Slight fast barely was penalized. Which it's encouraging you. It's basically encouraging you to hit closer to that perfect or in that gray area. Now, as you take a look at wedges here, I have noticed that wedges, they don't have that same duck hook effect. So if we hit the 107 gap wedge here and I very fast it, it was a 103 power, but it really doesn't have that same effect. So that was 105, 106. I do have forgiving clubs here. If we can change to the lob wedge just so you can see it. Very fast. That was a 105 power. And it really wasn't penalized as much. But the drives and the woods, which were the huge ones, are very penalized. So let's take a look at chipping here just to see it. So let's do a very fast chip. Haven't noticed a huge change with chips, honestly, when I was testing this earlier. I don't notice a big change with chips as far as, it does take off some distance to the chip, but it's not a significant change. But the big change was with drives. Drives was a huge change. Now, as we go to the pitch shot and hit the very fast, not a huge penalty there. There's some penalty, but it's not huge. And I've noticed that with the wedges, with the more forgiving clubs that I'm using, there's not a big penalty. But as we move to the flop shot, close to the middle there, less penalizing. So basically what I'm finding with this update, it's encouraging you, the closer you are to that perfect or gray area, the less penalty you're going to have. But as soon as you start to get outside of that, especially into that very fast, it's really going to take off distance. Look at the very fast there. Do you see what that carried? It carried 30. That flop was supposed to be 42. So it's basically that very fast that's being high penalized. The slight fast, slight red fast, closer you are to the center, you're going to be rewarded for that. So overall, I'm excited with these swing tuning changes because I always thought that a very fast in any sense should never carry the way that it did. So now you're really penalized for the very fast. I think that's a great change. Now we're encouraged on all of the clubs to go closer to that perfect. So either that perfect power spot there or the gray power spot, the gray power area. So I think this is a good change for the game. Let me know what you think about this in the comment sections down below. I'm excited about the future for this game. I'm excited about the new Tiger Woods game as well. So be sure to stay up to date on all things PGA, and especially stay up to date about any updates or new announcements for the new Tiger Woods 2K game. Be sure to click the subscribe button. If you got some enjoyment out of this video, drop a like before you go, and I will see you in the next video. As always, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon.